I'm an electrical engineer, so I can explain this. I try to explain this in an engineering way.
What is this CB? So many CB here.
Oh, okay. These are circuit breakers.
Circuit breaker is actually exactly like a circuit breaker. So if you have a circuit breaker at home, you know how to operate it. When something goes wrong in the electrical system, the circuit breaker will trip, and you have to turn off the circuit breaker so that to cut off the trip. At the same time, you turn off everything, and you turn back on the circuit breaker, and slowly, one by one, you turn on the switches and see which one trips again. And the one that trips again is the one that is at fault. So that's the concept of circuit breaker. So in the same way, this circuit breaker, we apply it because there was a outbreak, there was a pandemic. So we apply the circuit breaker to cut off almost everything. Essential services continue, but we cut off almost everything so that we introduce a break into the transmission. Just like we introduce a break into the electrical supply in a house when there's a trip. So now that we are applying back, turning on the circuit breaker again, or rather removing the circuit breaker again, that means we are turning on the power supply again. But at the same time, we cannot turn on all the switch at the same time. If you turn on all the switch at the same time, for sure it's going to trip again. So therefore, we have to be very careful, turn on one by one, slowly, gradually, and we need to continue to observe and monitor as we turn them on. Because as we turn them on, if there's a trip again, then you know where the problem is.